Hey, it's Dave Altavilla for HotHardware.com here with the LG V30 at their New York event. There's the handset, looking pretty dapper. 6-inch, 2880 by 1440 resolution display. High dynamic range display, 10-bit color. LG is positioning this phone as a master of all things video, with lots of different effects. The camera is 60 megapixel rear-facing camera with f1.6 aperture, OLED display, beautifully built device. It looks a lot smaller, feels a lot smaller in the hand than its 6-inch display might have you think. Snapdragon 835 processor on board, 4 gig of RAM, and 64 and 128 gig storage variants available. On the edge here, volume rocker. Right side is your SIM tray. Bottom, you've got USB-C and a speaker and a microphone. Top, headphone jack, still there. Another microphone. And on the back is fingerprint sensor, as well as the on-off display lock button. So, right in the middle where it should be, I might add. Display is gorgeous. OLED display, again 2880 by 1440 resolution. Wide angle lens on the back. Really well built phone. High polished aluminum edges. Polished back, really nice. The silver version does not seem to show fingerprints too badly at all. Let's compare this to the Galaxy S8 size-wise. So comparing here to the Samsung Galaxy S8 on the left, LG V30 on the right. As you can see, 6.2-inch display for the Galaxy S8, LG V30 6-inch display. Again, 2880 by 1440 resolution. Both displays are OLED. And here in this fairly bright venue, as you can see, the viewing angles are good, but there's a fair bit of glare going on for sure. Again, LG V30 on the left, Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus on the right. As you can see, the Galaxy S8 Plus is a little bit taller, 6.2-inch display on that device versus the LG V30's 6-inch display. I would give the nod in terms of top and bottom bezel thinness to the LG V30, a little bit thinner, top and bottom bezel slightly. A little bit thicker side bezel on the LG V30 versus the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, which also has slightly more rounded edges of its display, although the V30 does have a slightly curved display as well. But the LG V30 is a little bit wider by a hair, as you can see, versus the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. Let's go ahead and show you the bottom view here. LG V30 on the bottom, Samsung Galaxy S8 on top. As you can see, the LG V30 is a little bit wider, just by a hair. So a little bit shorter, but a little bit wider, just by a hair, versus the Samsung Galaxy S8 here on top. But I would say a little bit more palmable. I would say a little bit more ease of navigation vertically here, swiping with the LG V30 versus the Samsung Galaxy 8, which is a little bit taller device. So I don't mind the width as much. I can cover that area easily with my thumb, as you can see. But vertically swiping, I think you get a little bit easier handling with the LG V30 in terms of its form factor. The devices are built surprisingly similar, and as you can see, the colors here are almost identical. We've got two silver devices, Samsung Galaxy S8 on the right, LG V30 on the left, and as you can see, colors are almost identical, and the finish is very similar. The fit and finish is very similar. And as you can see, both do capture fingerprints pretty well, but I would say the LG V30 maybe is a little bit more fingerprint resistant, maybe by a hair. But as you can see, both very well built, both very solid and high polished feel in the hand for both devices. Very similar sort of build between the LG V30 and the Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus. So this is a flagship feature of the phone, Sinha Mode, which adds cinematic effects to video recording, video production with the device. Let's go ahead and fire that up for you. As you can see here, got a number of different settings: documentary, scenery, drama, romantic comedy, all the good stuff. So IP68 water and dust resistance and wireless charging on board as well. Customizable floating bar here for your favorite apps that you want to pin to that bar for quick access. You got shortcuts, screen capture, music player, quick contacts, all available on the floating bar. On the back we've got dual cameras as well, 16 megapixel standard shooter and a 13 megapixel 120 degree wide angle lens. And on the front we have a 5 megapixel 90 degree wide angle selfie cam. So another feature with the LG V30 is called point zoom, and it's actually pretty cool. Let's go ahead and try this out. So I'm going to target an area on the frame and grab my zoom slider. You can see it's really smooth, zooming in and out. Obviously software controlled zoom with very smooth action with the LG V30. Again, geared for high quality video production in a mobile device. Another cool feature of the LG V30 is its manual graphy mode, which is sort of like a manual mode but semi-programmed, and allows you to select setups that are pre-programmed by photographers for different scenes and settings, and then the camera actually gives you tips on how to optimize the shot. But as you can see, different ISOs, different shutter speeds, and all in this pre-selected scene adjustment on the right that is already set up for you, again with professional photographer input. And that about wraps up our on-scene coverage at the LG V30 event in New York City. Stop by our site for the full review in the days ahead. I'm Dave Altavilla for Hot Hardware. Thanks for stopping by.